to my channel, Lene's World, and this review is on, so sad to say, but on the season finale of Abbott Elementary. So it's been a nice long season. I loved it, and I'm kind of sad to see it go because I think we've all have become accustomed to, every week tuning in to the gang shenanigans, right? So this episode is kind of like bittersweet, but we have made some progress, okay? And today's word of the day is selfish, okay? Just in case you guys don't know, the word will be on the screen for everyone because that word plays a very, 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 very important part in today's episode. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so this episode started with as usual in the teacher's break room / lounge, and so we see Gregory and Mr. Johnson are in there, and then Gregory he's on the phone with his dad, but he's talking so damn formal and so like, yes sir, see you there 10 to 4, meet you there undercover, we'll see, whatever. So Mr. Johnson's like, who the hell you talking to? Like, cause you talking real, like, I don't know, like you look suspect, bro. Like, who you work for, the FBI? So Greg's like, I'm talking to my dad, like, the hell. And if you guys know, that's pretty much how him and his dad talk to each other, whatnot. So Mr. Johnson like, nah, you undercover, like you, like, I don't trust you, like you the FBI, you trying to get another black man killed or some shit, he said. And Greg's looking like, bro, I'm just trying to like get out of this conversation. I'm talking to my dad about the landscaping business and blah 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 and this and that. So I'm like, okay, Mr. Johnson is definitely on one, in the words of Gregory, because that's when Janine came in and she was talking. She came in and she was like, all right, Mr. Johnson, I don't know your goddamn first name. That's funny. I've been working hard this long, I don't know your first name. And then he come with, yeah, when you go home, look up in the sky and some bullshit you will see. So Greg's like, yeah, he on one, so pay him not nan mind because he is definitely confused, okay? So fast forward to the next scene, which is Janine goes and knocks on Gregory's door. She goes and they talk. Now this is like a really cute scene, let me tell it, because I'm team Janine and Greg. I want them to be together and like ride off in the sunset and like have broad shoulder ass babies, in the words of Ava, right? So she comes in and she's like, okay, so like what does a person like you like pack on an overnight trip? Because let's not forget, they are taking the kids to a museum. I can't remember what the name of that museum is because I don't have any notes. I'm going off the top of my head. But yeah, so they're taking the kids on an overnight trip to like this nice like science history field museum in Philadelphia. I can't remember. Don't bite my head off, right? So it's going to be overnight. So of course this is like the first time ever that they're doing an overnight trip with the kids. I said I couldn't imagine being a teacher, like having to do an overnight field trip with all these damn kids, especially like elementary school. Like, that's a lot. But I kudos to these teachers, and y'all be trying to pay them minimum wage. Anyway, so basically, Janine and her and Greg and they're talking and shit. They slick flirting and whatnot. I think it's so cute. And apparently they are like paired together in the like, how they have like, I guess like teacher partners or whatnot. So like, y'all two teachers, y'all stick together, make sure everybody's good and blah 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 within y'all group. So apparently they are paired together, right? So fast forward, next scene, we see what Ava and Melissa talking. So they're talking about, they come up with their bags, whatever, and so they're talking and whatnot. And then Barb comes up acting kind of weird, but we don't kind of know yet why she's acting weird. They're like, damn, like, why you got all these damn bags, lady? We going for like a day. We ain't going for not even a weekend. I can see a weekend, but like, we going for a day overnight and we back in the morning. So Barbara's like, I gotta make sure, I got my shit, blah, blah, blah. And they looking like, okay, that's why you ain't aged in forever. We see what your little routine is and blah, blah, blah. So, I think Ava was like, what you got in your bag? And Barbara's like, move around. She was like, and then the damn bell ring? And they're like, what bell? And so they sitting there and then looking crazy, and then the bell finally rings. So yeah, so we don't know what the hell Barbie got going on as of right now. As of right now, we don't know what she got going on. But okay, Barb, we love you. So go on, move around. So fast forward, next scene is Janine outside, waiting for the bus to pull up. So, she got her kids outside talking to them and whatnot. And then we see ex-boyfriend Maurice, played by aka Vince Staples. If any of you guys know Vince Staples, this character fits him so well. Like, if you ever see Vince Staples, which is the real person that play, I think that's his name. I think that's his name. He always, like, I have watched interviews with him, and he's so funny, and he's like so like dry humor and kind of like weird, but yet funny. So yeah, I thought this character fits him perfect. So Janine runs into him, and she's like waving, and he's like trying to avoid her because he's like, I came this route because I knew you was gonna be inside the school, not outside this damn school. And so she's like, I'm always inside, but we going to this goddamn museum and whatnot. So that's why I'm out here. So they're talking, and Janine, of course, being so oblivious to everything, and they're talking and whatnot, and he calls her selfish. And she's like, I'm not selfish. I don't know what you talking about. I'm not fucking selfish. He's like, really? So you don't think it's selfish? And then he ran down. He's like, so you thought that calling me to my favorite restaurant and telling me that you kissed my best friend who was also sitting beside you, you told me that you kissed him and that it meant nothing and blah blah blah, yeah. Like, so he's like, you got me fucked up, sis. Like, no bitch, you're totally selfish. Like, stop playing. So I guess that hits a chord with Janine. And then in the background you got Greg looking like, what's going on? Because he's like, why they talking and what's going on? Like, and I feel him because it's like he don't know. But pretty much Maurice tells her, girl, fuck off. Like, you lame as fuck, you selfish as hell. And he said, thanks for goddamn having this conversation with me, because he was like, I got this other hoe at the home who thinks I'm dead, and I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and have a conversation with her to not hurt her feelings and have her feeling like I felt when you did what you did. I said, boy, move around. So we gonna skip. I'm not gonna care about all that. But of course Janine takes it to heart, and she feels like she's like the shittiest person on earth. Girl, selfish is the way to be. The fuck? That's how you get that's how you get what you need to get, and that's how you get to where you need to get to. Cause sometimes you can't live your life for everybody and they grandmama and granddaddies and daddies and boyfriends and husbands shit. No, sometimes you gotta do shit for you. Cause if not, we ain't gonna talk about all that. So fast forward. So of course we get to the museum. We all come in. Well, let's off top, starting with this goddamn tour guide little girl. She know this girl probably about like 18, fresh out of high school, her freshman year of college, doing an internship because she said she volunteering, right? She know this her first time here. Like, don't be trying to goddamn do that good little girl like that. But Melissa pretty much telling her, girl, move around, like, you don't know shit. And I'm like, okay. So we're going to go ahead and skip on past Melissa because I ain't got time for her crazy ass. So the kids are like really enjoying themselves. Like, this is like a great museum. Like, it's like robotics. You know, we need more African Americans in robotics, especially females. I love to see females in that science field because it ain't easy. And Jesus, I praise y'all because I ain't trying to do it, and I need y'all to do it for me. Okay, so Ava with her bullshit talking to these kids, of course, talking about some of the aliens out there. Ava seems to not have no type of no type of nothing, no type of nothing. Like, girl, these are kids. Like, can you like try to like not be like acting like you with your girls at the house with y'all glass of Merlot in front of the fireplace? Like, listen, we need you to tone it down a little bit and act like these kids are not your friends, but they are actual what kids? Elementary, not even high school. Like, I see. I'm about to get on a tangent. Let me get back on the task at hand. Gregory and fucking Janine. Because Janine said she had this stupid ass talk with Maurice outside. Now she acting different to her Gregory. And I'm looking like, what? And in my head, I was like, what the fuck does the talk with Maurice got to do with how you treat Gregory? Because you were just in his fucking face, grinning and skinning and flirting and shit, right? And so even I'm confused, but we know Gregory confused. So he goes up to Janine and Yeah, because of course, before he come up to Janine, he sent some little girl over there to show Janine some fucking bullshit hook type of thing that he done taught her, and Janine pat the little girl does damn there. So he came up, he said, "What's going on?" Like, not really said what's going on. That's what in my head I said what's going on, but of course he got to play it off, right? So then he's like, he was telling her about this thing he got to do with his dad. In the summer, he was like, I can go to, I think he said Baltimore. Y'all don't eat me up if I forgot the name, but I think he said I'm gonna go with my dad, blah blah blah, to help him with the landscaping business, but I can stay here, if you want to pretty much hang out. And so Janine is like, if you want to go do that shit, cause like, that sounds good. So of course he's looking crazy like, okay, that's weird that you're saying like that. But of course, he not gonna say nothing because, of course, that's what he does. So now, of course, it's, time to get settled in because we spend the night here. So, I forgot who came up to who, but I think Jacob was like, so what happened with Janine and whatnot? And so, Greg was like, it didn't go so good or whatnot. He's like, okay, so did you ask her what was wrong? And then Greg was like, nope. He's like, that's the fucking problem. He was like, what? He was like, how you expect to see what's going on? I said, Jesus, are y'all all virgins? I don't know. But like, he's like, okay, so did you not? So they're talking and whatnot. And then, of course, before, Jacob may be my favorite character because he is so stupid. Okay, like the fact that when he first came up, like they were they were talking about, Jacob was saying how he got a spot next to Gregory to sleep next to their group or whatnot, and then he's like, did I tell you about my sleep apnea? And he was like, not girl. He was like, boy, no, like, what are you talking about? He's like, because you gotta, he said, so like, when I start having like my little, whatever the fuck them things called, night terror, whatever the fuck, he was like, you know what to do. Greg was like, yeah, shake your ass till you wake up. He was like, no, you gotta cradle me. Drake gotta cradle me. He's like, okay, listen. Cause then Jacob come with, that what he said? He said that night Jacob got that dog in him. He said some stupid shit like that. I said, he wants to be he is so great. So I got off topic, but Jacob is really, really great because he's really, really stupid, yet he is a great friend. So I love that Gregory is like willing to open up to him and talk to him and whatnot. So Jacob's still talking and he's like, you guys have done everything but damn near kiss. Like, what the hell is the problem? And then, Gregory, his face just tells everything because he had them fucking expression, how he be looking like really his eyes and all that. So he come looking crazy and Jacob's like, you guys did kiss? Like, no. So that was a great moment because, Jacob is so fucking dramatic, but we love to see it. So Gregory was like, shut the hell up. Like, you don't fucking say nothing. So of course, Jacob's like, when did it happen? No. Correction. Jacob said, give me the deets. I swear I laughed. I was like, he's so fucking stupid. Give me the deets. And the fact that Gregory was like so like happy and giddy to give him the deets, I was like, exactly, because Jacob is what? Your friend now. So stop playing with him when he come try to give you a high five and bro hug. That little bro hug shit is so cute. Okay. So anyway, back on task. So yeah. So they're talking. So yeah. So Gregory tell him when the kiss happened and whatnot. And then he's like, man, Janine roll home together. That bitch ain't tell me nothing. She didn't even bring it up. He was like, she's full of shit. And he's like, don't worry, because after the kiss happened, she told me it was a whoopsie and not tell anybody and whatnot. So of course Jacob is like, okay, well, we gotta still talk to her because this is like ridiculous, like for real. So let's fast forward. So the next scene is, I believe, once again, Gregory goes up to Janine and he's like, he was like, once all the kids were asleep, can't me and you talking whatnot. So Janine is acting all weird. Instead of her just saying, okay, yeah, like a fucking adult, she's like, okay, well, and she's like, kids, we're going to go sleep where Barbara's at. And me and fucking Greg looking like, what the hell wrong with this hoe? Like, girl, I'm just trying to, like, what's going on? So they go over there with Barbara. No one cares. And next scene, Jacob comes up to Gregory because now the kids are pretty much, trying to go to sleep and whatnot. He's like, okay, so how did it go and whatnot? And then not Jacob, but Gregory was like, I told Janine, blah, blah, blah. And then she just like up and moved the people next to Barbara. And he's like, so Jacob's like, okay, so did you tell her? Like, I'm confused. He's like, you gotta tell her how you feel. Like, all this bullshit. He's like, it don't make sense. Jacob said, everybody that I like, they know. Like, cause I tell them. So, like, what the fuck? So then he just walks off. And I'm looking like, right. So then he proceeds to go to Janine once again. And, try to talk to her. And then she's like, just forget about it. And then he's like, okay, finally, he freaking says what we need to hear. Janine, I like you. Okay, like, I'm sick of this shit. So before they can even get into anything after he says that, of course, these damn little kids, because that little boy who the hell he's supposed to be watching, he done got up and fell into somebody and all that shit. Now Barb done popped her ass up with this damn CDAP, whatever the hell damn machine she got on, because she got sleep apnea. She done scared the kid, because of course Ava was talking about how aliens do exist and all that shit in this goddamn space sci-fi museum type of shit. So now all the kids are on edge. So now Barbara scares the kid with this goddamn sleep apnea mask on, and now it's chaos. So now we can't even get out our true feelings right now, because now we got to go gather up these damn kids. So because I'm gonna skip past all that other shit. So back to Janine and Greg. So when they finally did get back to talking, which was like toward the end, like once they had to, I guess gather all the kids up and whatnot and blah, 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 they got to talking. And so then Janine got to say that, she really liked him too. And they was like, since the first day I saw you, and that was the same thing, vice versa with them. Since I saw you, I liked you. But of course, Janine was with Tariq crazy ass, who we love and adore, his crazy ass. And so she couldn't, but then when she got rid of Tariq, then Gregory then he get with Barbara's goddamn daughter, then he got with this other girl. So yeah, so he was like, so they both was like, okay, so we both, but then, of course, neither one of them wanted to say the shit first. So of course they went through all of that. So of course they're like, okay, so what's next? So of course Gregory wants to be with Janine. He's like, I'm ready to like pop this shit off. And of course Janine is in her fucking selfish phase, according to Maurice, because he called her selfish. Now Janine is like, am I selfish? I am selfish because right now I want to focus on just me. She was like, she of course likes Gregory. Her conversation with Maurice did not, deteriorate or make her feelings for him go away. Like, it was still there, but she knows that she says she values his friendship right now, and she don't want to hurt him. I'm like, Janine, spare me. I'm like, spare me with this fucking selfish talk, blah blah blah. How you want to spare this man? Girl, this is your knight in shining armor right here with them broad ass shoulders, in the word of Ava. Girl, stop playing with us, okay? Stop playing with us. But of course you can tell Gregory is hurt, because I just profess my like/love for you, and you just said the same thing for me, like, to me. So now I got to go back and fucking be next door school neighbors with your ass, and knowing that you like me and I like you, but I can't even act on it because you want some selfish phase bullshit. You can do your selfish shit and still date. You ain't got to be no boyfriend and girlfriend or talk, but y'all can date. But I ain't finna get into that, because they're gonna piss me off, because I really want them to be together. But they part ways, and of course end of the field trip, but of course they keep it cordial. I think Gregory understands where Janine's coming from, and Janine knows where she needs to do, where she needs to be and what she needs to do. So the next scene is Gregory outside, because he landscaping and shit, that's in his blood. So he got to talking about it's time to start something new, which I agree, start something new, and he's planting new plants and shit. That's real cute. And then Janine comes out and she's like, you want to get lunch? And then he's like, Jacob's coming. And then of course Jacob's coming, of course. So they all go, and then Jacob, really cute, funny little joke, he's like, my little Excel sheet, according to this list, everybody got something that you like. Gregory, that is, water, because y'all know he a fucking picky eater. He don't eat nothing. He don't even like pizza. Who don't like pizza? Gregory. So this was great. This was a great episode. I think it was a great season finale. We got a little closure with Janine and Greg. I don't lose hope. I still got hope. Okay. The last scene with Mr. Johnson, he's so damn funny. He's so able. He said, I'm putting in the rest of my time. And then she was like, you ain't got no time. You go fishing every week. He's like, girl, bye. I'm out of here. And I found it funny because I said, I feel like he's saying, I don't give a damn. And yeah, he pretty much said, I don't give a damn. I'm quitting. I'm not coming back. I'm going to do landscaping with Gregory's dad. I was like, how the hell you get Gregory's dad number? And how the hell? We're going to have to see this shit next season, y'all. With that being said, please comment below. Tell me, did you like this season finale? Did you get closure with Gregory and Janine? Are you irritated with them just as much as I am? Because they play with my emotions. Like I said, all comments are welcome. And with that being said, talk to you guys later. Bye.